The first skill that you want to learn if you just picked up a Summerboard is how to bail properly. Now, I did an entire video on how to bail. If you want to watch that, it's really worth watching because that is the most important skill you're going to need when you're riding your Summerboard. I'll link that down in the comments as well as the video description. But essentially, to sum it up, you want to be able to safely bail so you know how to jump, how to eject yourself, how to get yourself safely off of this Summerboard so that you don't crash, you don't hit the pavement, the asphalt, whatever. You want to be able to safely and competently jump off this thing every time. That way you don't eat it because nobody wants to hit the ground. It sucks. So watch that video before you do anything else. As soon as you get a Summerboard, learn how to jump off. Next skill that you want to learn with your Summerboard is how to get that moving start. With the Summerboard, it does take a little bit of a push, and then you're going to pull the remote out, hit the trigger, and you're going to take off. So you do need a little bit of a kickstart just to get this thing rolling. Now, Summerboard recommends doing this with your back foot on the board, pushing with your front foot, and then stepping on with your front foot. I tried this for a little bit, and they do say this is the way they personally recommend. But if you're used to snowboarding and skating with that front foot in the board, I think it's just going to be far more comfortable to keep your front foot on the board and push with your back foot like you would typically do if you're, skating through the lift line, getting on and off the chairlift, things of that nature. And they did say a lot of snowboarders that is just the way they're going to be more comfortable with. Even though they recommend using your back foot, you can do it either way and it's going to be perfectly fine. Take a couple times. You want to just practice pushing with that foot, get that moving start going, and then hit that remote. Just real gently hit the throttle. What this does is by pushing, you give it a little bit of momentum, and it also helps align those center wheels so that the motor is going to go the direction that you want them to go. Practice this before you move on to the next step. How to flat base. Now, what flat basing is, you have these two wheels in the middle of the Summerboard. So what flat basing is where you're going to balance on those center wheels as opposed to keeping it on either your heel edge or toe edge, which is basically what these wheels on the outside right here. So what they do is they act as the edges like you would on a snowboard. So flat basing, you want to learn to stand in the middle and balance on those middle wheels. And let me tell you, it is a calf workout, but it's something you want to practice and get comfortable with. That's going to allow you to go straight. If you're on your edges, just like a snowboard, that's how you're going to turn. So you want to be able to go straight, balance on those center wheels. All right, so after you're comfortable bailing, after you're comfortable with the moving start, comfortable flat basing a little bit, you want to start practicing your carves. You have a toe carve and a heel carve. Now, for me, it was more comfortable to go with the toe side first, but I think everybody will be different. It's just one of those things. You got to learn both, but pick one, start with it. So you want to push off, kind of lean onto your toe edge, and you just want to hold that position. Now, Summerboard recommends getting to where you can do 3 complete circles without either flat basing or going onto your heel side edge, and that's going to help you get that muscle memory dialed in and going to get you comfortable doing your toe turns on your Summerboard. Practice this, keep practicing it. It is awkward at first, but once you get used to it, you can kind of hold that position and just lock it in and get used to how that feels. Next, you're going to do the same thing, but go onto your heel side edge. Now, when you do that initial kind of like push start, you're going to naturally be on your heel edge of your Summerboard anyway, and then you're just going to try to hold that position. Now, this one was a little more awkward. It is a little trickier to like get that body position dialed in because you're leaning back, and it is weird having your edge be wheels instead of a metal edge like a snowboard. So once you get that, hold it, same thing. You want to get to, you can do 3 complete circles, and after that, you're ready to start linking your turns together.